Check you're up there.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
And now I gotta fix that one.
Yep. And do the same thing over there. You gotta. You can just change. Yeah.
I don't remember how to. Oh, add new.
Yeah, you probably add a new one there.
There we go. Microphone, and we're gonna do.
Do the same thing you there.
Add. Hello, guys. I'm back. Hi. Okay. And I gotta re-add it here. Y'all were fine. I don't know why you were freaking out. Also, everyone should say thank you, Chris. Because
Thanks, Polly.
Chris, I can't say, I'm sorry, I can't do Polly. It's Chris. So we're back. We're alive. We're back. We're here. Yes. Thank you. She said, sing us a song. I did actually say that, Joey. I said, everyone sang a song. That's very true. Also, y'all, if you haven't sent your Daily Heart Me already, then I don't know what you're doing over on TikTok. Send it now. You should know that that's the thing you should be doing when you come into the live. Oh, I need to, oops. I need to do that. I promise, if you're here, Lenati, I'm getting to it. I forgot things. Da 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 da. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Is that we're gonna do this for a second? All right. And do 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 do. Do do do. And this is here. Okay. Sure, Greg, if that's what you need to know. I can't. Why would that be the case? No, it shouldn't be. I don't know. I'll tell you. Sorry, Casey. I mean, I'm not talking very loudly, so that might also be a part of it. But no, I'm on 100% everywhere. I'm gonna sing the Doom song. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, that's a disturbing username. That's a disturbing username that just requested on my TikTok. I don't like that one. It's not really disturbing. It's just odd. Hi, guys. How we doing? Give me a second. I'm going to listen into everything in just a moment. I got to put on my actual headphones because I didn't do those yet. All right. If you all have not already, say hello everywhere. Okay. Say hello. We're going to jump into some news. And if you missed me this weekend, then hello, I'm back. I'm back. I love taking my days off, okay? Normally I'd be on Sundays or something, but I wasn't. So, but I'm back, guys. Hi. How we doing? Let's see here. Okay. There she be. All right. So, for those that maybe didn't know, one service member just recently died on Friday. Another one died of their injuries on Saturday morning. And another one died in a controlled ordnance detonation in Iraq of a undetonated Iranian drone. So that is 3 more service members to add to our list of those who have died in action or while they've been in the service. There is at least one body that they found that is probably the missing soldier from Friday as well. So that would bring our total deaths up to people that have died specifically in Iran to, guess what, 18 since this action started. Someone literally said thank you USA and me talking about the death of soldiers. Wow, that's really fucked up. Like that's really. Oh wait, no. I don't think they were listening to me maybe. I hope not, cuz that'd be really bad. I don't even see their comment. Oh. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh, thank you, Capo. W's to Capo for sending out 10 gifted subs or members. Sorry, my bad. And of course, BMC got one. That's awesome. Guys, if you ever want to receive a gifted sub, no, I understood, Hannah. I scrolled back. I'm like, you weren't actually talking about that. Capo, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. If you guys want to ever receive a gifted membership, you've got to be in the landscape chat because that's where Capo shows his love. So wow, your copium is weird, Ash. It's on the screen above my head about what I'm talking about. Are you okay? It's there. Also, Mia, you should ask Spark if they want to come in the chat and see if all of my screen shows up on screen now. Because I changed the setting and I don't know if it worked. So I'm curious if it worked or did something. What? Y'all are so strange. Since he has like the smallest phone ever that we know of. Why is this my life? Can you see all of it, Sparky? Sweet. I managed to get it. Thanks, Spark. I love that for me. All right, do I have that here? Oh, I need to change that. Yeah. Oopsie. Woohoo! Yes, the other Spark, not Z Spark. Spark. I know that sounds funny. I know he's not listening to me. Okay. So, guys, if you are new here, hi, I'm Ari. I do talk to Trump supporters, Republican supporters, all of that good stuff. We do a call-in show, so if you want to have that conversation, you do have to call the number that is above my head in order to have that conversation. Simply requesting on TikTok, it's not going to happen. People know when I have those conversations with people that that's how I run it. Get used to it. It's how this goes. Also, I do run a daily goal because this is a job. I do pay taxes on everything that is sent to me in every way, shape, or form. This includes direct donations. So this is, in fact, a job. If you guys can help support this show, that would be fantastic. It's only going to be about $100 today. And for most people that know, what I also use out of this money is I give back to the community as well. And trust me, I don't need them to, but they can attest to that if they want to. There is a number. You guys are so, oh wait, I turned it off on that screen. We're working on it. There we go. They're there. It was everywhere else. So you're not useless. It's just that Sparky Spark has the smallest screen that I'm aware of. And if I show up on his screen completely, it's fantastic. It's great. All right. So that's what we want to talk about there. Oh, well, the callers hung up that were waiting. People don't have patience anymore. But between callers, I do go over some of the news. Lola, I can't help you on that one. I truly cannot. I'm talking directly to the microphone. I can't turn myself up. It's at 100%. So everyone else hears me just fine, I think. Yeah, like I'm coming through pretty clearly. So I'm sorry, guys. Thanks, Edwin. I am having a great day. Thank you so much. I had to check something else on that one. Okay. So I didn't get to organize it like I normally do because I was doing other things. And if you guys want to cry in the chat about what you feel about that, then you can either scroll on or you can call the number on the screen if you want to complain to me about what I do, right? This is actually labor. I'm going to correct you on this one because I actually spend hours doing research, and that is labor. If you don't think that you should get paid for doing research, then you don't know anything either. Okay? Oh, okay. You would have to tell me how it's bad faith, JEC, but I don't see you doing that in the chat. I see you hiding behind your keyboard telling me how I should do things. So if you don't like it here, there's this cool thing where you don't have to be here, and I suggest you don't. All right. So as I was saying before, though, at the very beginning of this, as many people know, unfortunately, service members did die this weekend. You guys are going to hear Donald Trump make a comment on it today, but you won't be able to see the video on TikTok or the the portrait version of my live because that's just how it is. But we'll go ahead and play this and make sure everyone can hear it. There we go. Oh, wait, I didn't need that.
Well, we feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little.
Oh, just that he feels very, very badly for them. Also, Porch, you're welcome to call the number on the screen, but I know every single one of their names, so yeah, you can try that all you want, Porch. But I know every single one of their names, and I guarantee you don't. And I guarantee I know names that you don't know. Right, exactly, Dr. F. If research didn't pay, I'd be out of a job. Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. Like, I do a lot of research, and I look at things and I look things up in order to find what I talk about. And that, in fact, is considered labor. You can literally get paid to be a researcher. So that is a job. It is labor. You are welcome. It is also emotional labor to talk to a lot of the Trump supporters and the Republicans that just spout absolute nonsense. Oh, I have that one too, Jack-o'-lantern. You see, you guys think you got a gotcha. Okay, so this is the funny thing, right? I'm gonna pick at TikTok for a second, right? You guys think you have a gotcha with the things that you say. Like, I come to this unprepared. Funny, I don't. No, I'm not going to. Like, if you want to have that conversation, Jack-o'-lantern, you can call the number on the screen. This is the most interaction that you're going to get from me here. I actually know them. I have them listed. I do. You don't, because I don't know exactly, you're virtue signaling. Oh, Marty, I already went over this before, right? So Marty, I want you to provide the definition of a job and not give an example. Okay? I wanted you to try to do that. Because I don't know about you, I pay taxes, right? I pay taxes for everything that I get here. And while we're doing this, since they're like, this isn't a job, we do have memberships, super chats, super fans, gifts, bits, and subscriptions, all available across all of the platforms. Okay. And so with this, I want to remind you guys that the best way to support me is going to be through direct donations at Mermaid RE0 across everywhere. But the support through the platforms also help to push it out to everyone, so we can get the keyboard warriors out of the chat and on the phone, because the keyboard warriors are never going to call. So they're literally never going to call because they're too afraid to stand 10 toes down on their belief system, and they don't want any pushback, right? Because they want to live within their cognitive dissonance, and that's okay, right? That's why I do research, so I stay outside of that part, okay? I actually look into things, right? So we'll point that out, okay? And JEC, you don't know what that means. You should stop using words that you don't understand. Great, thank you. I did not, but that's very interesting. You'll have to send that to me. All right. So, if we can focus on TikTok on lighting up the gift gallery, that would be great. Finishing out the gift goals. There's no reason roses should still be up there even right now. So, we'll just say that. Oh, did it hurt your feelings, Avery, for someone to get muted for 5 seconds? 5 seconds? You're upset over 5 seconds? Okay. That's fine. Actually, yes, you can pay to mute people in the chat. I'm going to remind people of this. All right. We have a whole thing, actually.
Do you want someone muted in the chat? Is there someone spamming, making disingenuous arguments, displaying bot behavior, or maybe they're just fucking annoying? You can have them muted for as little as $5 a day, $20 for the week, or $50 for the entire month. Additionally, if there's a guest you would like to drop for up to 10 minutes, we offer this for only $50. And if there's somebody you would like to have banned permanently, you can have this done for only $80. Pay links in the bio.
I hope that helps. Okay. W. Eli for making that because that was great. Also, thank you, Ellie, for the 10 over on the blue one. Says, love what you do. Thank you from Twitch. Hey, thanks, Ellie. And then we have Michelle also that said, gave 10 for Ari's hard work. Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Ellie, for recognizing that women's labor should not be free. Appreciate that. We'll go ahead and bring those down. Okay. Yeah, Jack. Is that why you're still claiming voter fraud? Jack, is that why? Is that why you're still saying elections were rigged? Yeah. I'm sure. You're doing so well. You're doing so well. Okay. But we do have more to go over just about Iran because so much has already happened about it. So I just want you guys to remember that Donald Trump doesn't actually care about our United States service members. All right? He doesn't. This is quite obvious. All right? So, oh, Joey, yes. That to answer your question, I just saw it. The answer is yes, that's fine. All right? So Ellie or Michelle, if you guys want to say that you want somebody muted in the chat, just let me know. Well, actually, Ellie, since you're from Twitch, I know who we're going to save that for. So no problem. All right. So one thing that happened today, right, is apparently Pete Hegseth made a whole thing. Okay. And so did Donald Trump. And this specifically was reposted by Pete Hegseth onto X. So we know that this is a real thing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. So we're going to put this up here. Donald Trump says, every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over. This directive has been passed on to Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Daniel Crane, and every leader in the military, President DJT. So here's my issue with that, right? Who started this war? Who attacked whom? I am just waiting for this answer. Who attacked whom? Yep, only one person has gotten it wrong so far. So just waiting. Who attacked whom? Yep. See a lot of correct answers. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Got it. Oh, somebody's okay. And me asking this question, this is someone's response, right? Your issue is that you're a woman. Also, it would be that your issue is that you're a woman. So you left out a word there. So I automatically fixed it for you. So instead of standing by your own statements, you attack me based off my gender, and that immediately being a woman is less than to you. That is the Republican Party. That is very true. That is the Republican Party in a nutshell, is that they attack you based off your gender. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll just keep that in mind. Oh, poor Pookie Pie. Hey Lala, we'll use that 10 and you can mute 2 people, whomever you want over in TikTok. Oh wait, hold on. Sparky says mute Jack, he's boring. Jack is muted now for what's that? A whole week? 7 days. Make sure to come back for the next 7 days, Jack, okay? So if Lala wants to get him, please do. Oh, yeah, I know. Thank you for assisting me in my capitalism that I have to go through, because I live in a capitalist society and I have to do it in order to live. If I didn't have to do that, I would be okay. 7 days is fantastic, Lenati. It's fantastic. Honestly. You guys act like I need guests. I don't. I can run through my whole show without them. All right. Oh, nice. Well, somebody to get blocked, it is a bit of a higher fee, but I don't know about that. I know, Mitchie. I'm sorry you don't know it. You believe so? Okay. Lenati or Moose, if you guys want to get Jack-o'-lantern. Sparky says he's boring, so we gotta make the crowd happy there. There we go. White square at the bottom? Oh, I forgot that's there, actually. Okay, so let me get back to this. I know. But we do want to go ahead and put up the 2 that we know are confirmed KIA this weekend. Okay, so I want you to, or everyone I should say, to remember them. All right? So I want you guys to remember Isabella Gonzalez, who is 19, KIA, from the attack on Jordan. And then Tyler James Feehan. I want you to remember them, okay? He's 25. So I want you to remember these 2 individuals. It's pretty, like, it's depressing. It truly is depressing to see how young our service members are that are dying in this war that didn't need to start. And I have so many more statistics to go over about the people that have died. But finally, somebody stopped being the keyboard warrior and actually called in. So we'll go ahead and move on to this. Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
42.
42. Okay.
Yep.
And what has you calling in today?
Oh, she came up on my stream. She was promoted once again. I've seen her multiple times, and she was on a tirade about how Republicans have no idea what they're talking about, and
Interesting. Can you tell me when I said Republicans have no idea what they're talking about?
Wait, am I on the show? Am I on the show?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh, no, well, nobody told me that I was connected to the genius behind the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you were on a tirade about how Republicans all have all these terrible ideas and whatnot, but
I don't remember saying that at all.
No.
I don't like it when people put words in my mouth that I didn't say, so I know I didn't say that.
No. So then what was it that you were trying to get across? maybe I missed your point. Maybe
On
you
which
didn't
part
explain
I
it
need
well.
more context?
What do you mean more contact? All you're doing is bashing Trump.
I was talking about
So-
our deceased U.S. service members.
Our distinguished U.S. service members, and what about them?
No, I said our
really-
deceased.
Our deceased.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of them lately?
Oh, yeah. Just 3 died this weekend.
Yeah. What are the numbers?
Oh, right now, including the body they just found this morning, we're up to 18.
18 over a month and a half of a war? What a horrible.
Actually,
travesty.
sorry.
You
Not
remember World
18.
War
It would
II?
actually be 19. One
Oh,
did
90,
die
90,
due
90,
to
oh,
a
I'm
medical
sorry,
issue.
let me
One
put my
did die
math
due
back.
to a medical issue that they didn't disclose on, like fully what that
was
medical
almost
issue
like
was,
when
which is
January
why I
6th,
said
January 6th,
18.
all those cops had died?
Since
All those
February
cops had died on
28th,
January 6th.
since February 28th, yes, there are 18
February.
service members
Okay,
that
all
are
right,
dead.
Eight-
So.
19.
18.
Well, they'd probably be happily dead instead of having to listen to your nonsense on YouTube.
Oh, I make that much of a difference? Oh my God. Guys, I make that much of a difference. Wow, that's
No, but
insane.
you're always promoting yourself. You're always promoting yourself. So I want to have a real conversation with you. So
It doesn't sound like you
you're
want to have a real
nonsense,
conversation if
all
that's
your
what you
opinions-
go
all your
to.
opinions- All your opinions and topics are an emotional issue. So
Oh,
you're
they're an
talking
emotional
about-
issue? What's the emotional
Yeah, they're
regulation that I
an
need?
emotional issue because you have no critical thinking. You're
I
a
have no
joke.
critical thinking.
You have no critical thinking.
Can you prove that?
Can you prove that you do?
Oh, I prove it
Should
every
you be able
day.
to prove it? Can you be able to do it? Hey, listen, use a little of that critical thinking. Prove that you have a good point.
I mean, I already have. Sorry.
Wow, when?
You're
I haven't
proving
heard it.
I don't have to
haven't heard
prove
it.
anything to you. You're proving your own lack of emotional regulation with how much you interrupt and your incessant need to talk over me even now. That your service is so bad, I can barely even understand that you're attempting to talk over me. So now I know. See, do you see how like I have no problem with cussing. I have zero issue with cussing, but I will point out that normally I do go to cussing first, and he's just going to cussing like immediately because he's so emotionally unregulated. I know, you're so upset. It's so obvious.
You have no
Hey,
idea of the
let's
world
test
that's
your
going on
critical
around you.
thinking
It
skills.
wouldn't be
Who won the
so nice
2020
to have
election? Who won
more
the
of a
2020
baseball
election?
game, and everybody was the winner. But that's not the actuality of the situation. Somebody won that baseball
Why are we
game,
talking
and
about
those kids should
baseball?
know.
That's weird.
Because no,
Who won the
really,
2020
you're-
election?
you were so.
Oh. I said I'm testing your critical thinking skills. Who won the
I'm not talking about
2020
baseball.
election?
I'll ignore that one. Who won the what election?
The 2020 election?
The 2020 election?
Yeah.
Donald Trump did, but it was a lie. It was fake voting. Yeah, you know it. Clap all you want. Clap all you want. Your blue-haired lesbians are only taking so far in that frame of mind.
My hair is brown. Are your eyes
I didn't,
okay?
no, I didn't say that you were a blue-haired lesbian. Those were the people supporting
You don't like
your nonsense being
lesbians?
talked.
Wait,
No,
I'm
that-
sorry.
No,
How-
wait,
what
wait,
is-
wait.
I don't
Are we
wanna-
talking- wait, are we
what are
talking
your pronouns?
lesbians?
What are your
talking
pronouns?
Pornhub lesbian? Are we
What are your
talking-
pronouns?
Are we talking
What are your
horrible
pronouns?
shit?
What are
My
your pronouns?
are, let me, she, them, tits. Those are my pronouns.
She,
okay?
them, it? Okay,
Listen, I don't
them.
do pro- I don't
So,
do- I don't
it,
do pronouns. I got a dick.
Hello,
I
I'm
got a
talking
dick,
to you.
okay?
It's,
You got a pole, you got a pole or a hole? You got a
hello,
pole or a
you said
hole?
your pronoun,
There ain't no
your,
fucking
hello, you said your
alternate way.
pronouns are
You
it.
and your
Hello,
rainbow people,
it, are you
screaming
there?
about shit. This ain't Dungeons and Dragons. This
It
is
seems to
real
have
life,
a
girl.
hard
This is
time
real life.
with their
We should never
with
let you
his
vote.
it's
Listen to shit you're talking
emotional
about.
regulation.
This is a
It's
crazy
he's
situation
just like
that makes you feel
screaming
validated.
out
And
so
we should
much.
let you make
Are you a
decisions
fan
that
of
affect the
Andrew
entirety of the
Tate?
country.
Are
have
you a fan of
150
Andrew
viewers
Tate?
who are totally botted. No.
I don't even
Suck
know what he's
my
talking
dick,
about anymore,
you
right?
useless
So
piece
first of
of
all,
shit.
he
Now,
said
throw me out.
that
Throw me
Trump
out, 'cause you
won
know,
the
all you-
2020
your best
contest.
defense is talking over
We all
people.
know
Love
that
of
that's
America,
not
baby.
true. In fact,
The love
I
of
just want to remind
America.
everybody,
Let's
like,
set the fireworks
we've gone,
off to the
like,
Gulf of
I went
America.
ahead and, like,
Right
went
up
through,
the restart
with the help of my
oil
friend Moni,
fire.
right? We went through
Hoorah!
the
You know,
the documents
TP
that
Pet
Donald
Step
Trump
murdered
released
a
last
bucket.
week.
Oh, you
specifically
job
in
favorite
relates to his
fucking lesbian
huge
bitchy
reveal,
cunt. Get rid of your
huge
fucking
reveal
mother.
about
Get fucked.
the election that, you know, nothing was fraudulent in, right? It was evaluated, it was audited, it was the most audited election ever that we've had in the United States of America. And our actual board that evaluates and audits our election results determined that it was the most secure election that we have ever had in the United States history. So, actually, yeah, he did run away. Like, he crashed out for 6 minutes. Crashed out for 6 minutes straight. But I lack critical thinking skills that he has, while knowing that, while also actively saying that Trump won the 2020 contest. Okay. I didn't say that. TikTok guest is gone, okay? Sparky, I mean, men can last a lot longer when they're screaming, right? Like, when they're screaming at somebody, they can last forever. And I mean, I don't know why he hung up actually, but wow, that's the most ridiculous crash out I've heard in a while. That guy is such a weepy dickhole. Thank you, Fuzzy. I appreciate that one. I appreciate that one. All right, let's see. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. And what did you want to add to the conversation?
I was just curious. You support? Who do you support?
Who do I support and what?
Like, did you vote for Kamala or Trump?
Kamala's not running for anything anymore, so no, I can't say that I support her. Did I vote for her past tense in 2024? Yes. I'm not here to rehash the 2024 election results, though. I acknowledge that Donald Trump 100% won the 2024 election. It's quite easy. Like, we're in 2026 now, though, so.
So Trump's better. So Trump's better.
How does that, can you explain the correlation causation there?
Wait.
How does him
Who won?
winning the election make him better? Can you explain
Who
the
won?
correlation causation?
Who won? Who won?
Explain the correlation causation. Are you able to, do you not know what those words mean?
The majority liked him, so
It wasn't the
he's just a
majority.
better person.
A majority requires 50.1% of the vote. He got 49.8%, which means 50.2% actually voted against Donald Trump, meaning that he lost the popular vote. We don't go by the popular vote in the United States of America. It's the plurality.
Who won? Who won?
Oh, we already went over this. I'm sorry. Can you explain the correlation to the causation of
think you-
Donald Trump? Explain
Donald
how
Trump won, so that means he's
Donald
better.
Trump winning the 2024 election automatically means that he's better.
Because he won. I don't think losers
Explain
are
that.
better.
No, just saying
I think
because
winners
he
are better than
won
losers.
isn't enough. Explain
I
how
think
it's better.
winners are better than losers.
Again, so
I
your
think
point was is that he won the majority of the vote, which we just went over the numbers. He didn't. So I guess he's not the best because he didn't win the majority
I'm pretty
vote.
sure if someone wins something, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so pretty sure Spain is better than Argentina because they won the World Cup.
That's
So
a sport. I don't know if you realize this, but voting and politics are not team sports. There's
I know,
there's no
I'm just using
contest.
that as an example to say winners
Well,
are
it's
better
not
than losers.
It's not analogous because it's not a
I'm just
sport.
saying. So, okay, as a person, Donald Trump won, so he's better than Kamala. See, a winner is better than a loser.
And what metric is he better than her on?
Sorry, what'd you say?
By what metric is he better than her on?
Everything. He's just a better person.
Everything? Oh, okay, so I just want to be clear. Oh, he's a better person in general. So you think that raping somebody makes someone a better person? That's strange. You think that being listed over 100,000 times in the Epstein files makes you a better person? That's fucking weird. You think that defrauding children's cancer centers makes you a better person? That's fucking crazy. You think that somebody, oh, did I hurt your princess feelings?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's wrong with the word fuck? You have a problem with the word
how old
fuck?
are you? How old are you? Man?
Did I
Man,
hurt your
how old
princess
are you?
feelings saying fuck,
How
fuck,
old are you?
fuck? Did I hurt
How
your
old are you?
princess feelings saying fuck,
Yes, you actually did.
saying fuck?
How old are
Did I
you?
hurt your princess feelings saying fuck, fuck, fuck?
Older than you, sweetheart. Anyway,
yeah,
I find it very
I
weird
took it
for
back.
somebody to cry about the fact that I just said a cuss word in the middle of my sentence because you said that Donald Trump is a better person, and so I'm going over all of his character traits that you said.
He is, 'cause he's
Being held civilly liable for sexual assault makes you a better person. Okay, strange.
won. But he won.
Defrauding
But he won. But he won.
children's cancer
But he won.
charities
Hey,
makes
hey,
you a better
hey,
person. That's strange. Convincing
you're old.
a good portion of the
old, and so
population,
you should be
29% of the
realizing that winners are
population,
better.
that
Winners are
don't
better.
that
The winners are
somehow
better.
dude, you gotta stop crashing out. I know it's so hard for you. I understand this. Convincing
I'm
about
crashing out.
29% of the population that the 2020
I'm sure
election
you're
was
crashing out.
STOLEN is crazy because that's not how this works, right? Let's see. Going bankrupt
Alright.
6 times makes you a better
Honestly,
person.
I just know
Saying
winners are
that
better
you're a
than
Christian
losers.
but not
Winners are
knowing
better
any
than losers.
Bible verse
Winners are better than
whatsoever.
losers.
Cheating on your first
Winners
wife
are
with your
better than
second wife,
losers.
cheating on your second wife with your third
Winners
wife,
are better than
cheating on your
losers.
third
Winners
wife
are
with a
better than
porn
losers.
star
That's
while
why you're
she's
crashing out.
pregnant,
He was
all
done
makes
good.
you a
You're
better
crashing out.
person,
Grown
guys.
woman crashing
Yeah.
out. Grown woman crashing out. Winners are better than losers. Get rage baited, bitch.
Again, politics aren't team sports. If you think they're team sports, that's literally a you issue. And it's okay. I know you ran away. See, here's how I know you were crashing out is because you wouldn't stop talking over me at all. Like, you're the one who said Donald Trump was a better person. I mean, I don't really care, Del Ventura, whether it's cussing or cursing, because it's just, oh my God, cuss words bad. Meow. So bad. Also, guys, if you are watching over on TikTok, be sure to remember to complete the live gift goal, and let's focus on the gift gallery. Thank you, Duke, for the stingray. That is such a cute gift. That is such a cute gift. Let's see. Am I just like knocking them all out in 6 minutes and just displaying the absolutely lack of maturity in men? Yikes. I got you, Trolley. I agree. Traily? I'm sorry. Hi, how are you?
Hello, hon.
Hi, how old are you?
59.
59. Great. Can you turn down the stream in the background?
Sure. Sure.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Awesome. So what'd you call in to talk about today?
Well, I just called in because I saw your prompt and I was a little concerned that, you know, I do support Trump and I support Republicans, not MAGA.
Okay.
I think MAGA is a cult. I think MAGA is something that people should be afraid of, just like the far left side, people should be afraid of. We have to find out a way to come together as a union, as an America, and be friends. We need to find out how to fix the problem, not how to complain about the problem, not how to bitch about each other and cry about each other and call each other names. It's called being adults.
Okay. So I will point this out. Donald Trump is the self-proclaimed leader of the MAGA movement. And so are you saying that his followers, his supporters are cultists?
No, I'm just saying he started the MAGA movement.
Technically, it started before him, but that's why I said he's the self-proclaimed leader of the MAGA movement.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, it's actually started back way in the early 1900s by white supremacist groups.
But all
America First did,
Republicans,
actually.
but all Republicans do not agree with Donald Trump 100%. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So We need to find a way to come together as a union, as a people, because we, the people, all of us, live together in this United States, and we need to figure out a way to stop the rhetoric, the hatred, the beating up of each other for no reason whatsoever.
Cool. You would agree that starts at the top?
What's that?
You would agree that starts at the top?
I'm sorry, the what is the top?
Would you agree that starts at the top?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Donald Trump doesn't believe that it's his job to bring the nation together. So why is it my job?
And what's your supporting facts on that?
Him saying it himself.
How?
The words coming out of his mouth?
Have you ever met Donald Trump? Because I have.
And does that change the fact that he said he didn't believe that it was his job to reunite the nation? Or to bring us all together as people?
And when did he say that? Just tell me when.
Oh, like I remember the exact calendar date that Donald Trump said this.
Well,
It was
This
around when I'm trying to answer this. I'm trying to answer this. Cool.
Okay.
It was around the time when Charlie Kirk died.
Okay. This is the problem that I have. Democrats say stuff that fit their narrative. They don't have facts. They say things that they believe is real.
Where's
it's
the
not
Democrat?
real. That doesn't really exist. If you can't prove it, don't say it.
Where's the Democrat in the room?
And I'm just saying, this is what I don't agree with.
Yeah, so where's the Democrat in the room? September
Where?
12th, 2025. Yeah, because you're saying Democrats. So that's why I'm asking, where's the Democrat in the room? 1 second, this ad's got to end.
Whether it's growth.
How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right.
On Fox News.
The radicals on the right.
Sorry.
The radicals on the right.
Stop.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Neil,
Go ahead. The radicals
Neil.
on the right.
Neil.
Go ahead.
Neil, stop, Pookie. Let me finish talking. Thank you. All right. This was on September 12th, 2025. Donald Trump is being asked on Fox, right? Fox and Friends specifically. I'll even show it to the people. Well, look, guys, you see this, right?
Okay.
Cool beans. All right, got to take that off. And so
Go ahead, play it all.
Restart this.
Play the whole thing.
You're going to need to have the emotional regulation to stop talking.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's see. It's all the way up. Okay.
How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. They don't want to see crime.
Worried about the border.
They're saying, we don't want these people coming in. We don't want you burning our shopping centers. We don't want you shooting our people in the middle of the street. The radicals on the left are the problem. And they're vicious, and they're horrible, and they're politically savvy.
Raps.
And what does that prove?
Oh, just exactly what I said. He said he doesn't care less about bringing people together. I don't understand where your lack of comprehension is.
He said the radicals on the right and the radicals on the left are bad. And that is true.
Didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes,
he actually
did.
drew a delineation between the two, basically saying that one is bad for a good reason. The other one is bad just because they're psycho and violent. Like, did we not listen to the same video?
Yeah, the radicals on the right don't want illegal immigrants coming into the country. The radicals, right? I mean, I think a lot of people don't want immigrants coming into the country illegally.
Neil, justify just this part. We're going to replay the beginning here.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less.
How do you justify that? I literally said he couldn't care less, and he said it. Go ahead, justify it.
He couldn't care less because the radicals on the right want people not to come into this country illegally, and the left
Oh, is that why they're
wants-
shooting up synagogues? And they're shooting up mosques
What?
in the United States of
Who?
America? Oh,
Who-
wait,
who's shooting-
are you just
who-
ignorant
who-
of all of the school the
who's
shootings that have
shooting up
happened?
anything?
Are you ignorant
Who's
of all of
shooting
the
Are
terrorist
you
attacks that
ignorant of
have
Muslims?
happened?
Are you ignorant of Muslims taking over this country?
What's a synagogue?
That's a Jewish
Oh,
place of worship.
okay. Yeah, funny. It wasn't a Muslim. So are you not aware of the
It
attacks on
was a Muslim.
synagogues or mosques?
Synagogue is not a mosque.
How about the guy that drove into the LDS church and killed people that way? Just
Uh,
crashed
it's-
into the
it's-
building.
It
Was that
happens.
was that a
It-
radical? Oh, it just happens.
It happens.
Right. Right. Okay.
Who was it? Who was it?
A white
that did it?
man. A white man.
What religion or background did he have?
Christian.
Hello?
I already literally answered Christian. He was a
Christian.
Christian. Yeah.
Okay. So 1 out of 300 that happened in America.
1 out of 300. Oh gosh, wait. Are you just okay? Since we've
Let's talk
circled
about
way off
Austin.
of this
Let's
one,
talk
this is
about
this is
Austin.
actually
Let's
crazy.
talk about Austin.
I just want to
Let's
be
talk about
clear.
the guy that drove
You
into
want
the
to
synagogue.
you want to say you want to tell me, right? I have to be the one that brings people together, even though Donald Trump, right, would call me a radical leftist. Donald Trump wants to throw me in jail. He said that he had his Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security looking, and this is on his True Social, looking in to see if we can imprison people like me who speak out against him because he does fuck shit. I'm supposed to come together with somebody that wants to see me and my friends put in jail. I'm supposed to come together with the president and the party that support the president saying that it's not his job and he doesn't care about bringing people together. That on a national stage at a memorial for Charlie Kirk says, I hate my enemies, after Erica Kirk gave a beautiful speech saying that she forgave the man who killed her husband. Was fucking beautiful, right? Like, I don't give a shit,
Okay.
like whatever side you feel. But he goes out on stage right after her and says, I don't care. That was a beautiful speech, but I hate my enemies. And that he calls us radical left lunatics, but doesn't actually say anything negative about the people on the right that are actually radical, are actually left, are actual neo-Nazi groups within the United States of America. He has them go to his America 250 event at Washington, D.C. and celebrates them, and then has his people on the right saying that actually they were just people that were Antifa cosplaying like that, right? Antifa just went out there and cosplayed, even though the leader of them was right there in front, the white man that led them. Somehow the Antifa paid the white man in charge of the fucking Proud Boys. Y'all have to remember the name of the group on the America 250. But the Boogaloo Boys that are neo-Nazis, the Proud Boys that are neo-Nazis, they all support the people on the right, but they're not radical in the way that you say, because you listen to Donald Trump say that they're only radical because they want to uphold the law, and yet they attack innocent people. Patriot Front, thank you. They're the ones that
Okay,
go and attack people. They're the ones that started fires in 2020 as a
Ari.
result. Sir, I'm literally still talking. Have some emotional regulation.
I'm
Great,
just asking
thank
you a
you.
question.
Have
I
some
wanna ask you a
emotional
question.
regulation. Are you denying
I
the
have-
existence of neo-Nazi groups within the United States of America?
So you're telling me you're
Are
afraid
you
to live in
denying the
America?
existence of neo-Nazi groups in the United States of America?
No, there's complete neo-Nazi.
Okay, interesting.
America.
Funny how they all support the right and they're the radical right people, that Donald Trump is ignoring what they actually do, right? We have studies even supported and produced by our own Department of Justice and the FBI that have shown that, in fact, it is the radical right that do the most crime within the United
Okay.
States as far as politically motivated actions.
All right, that's my point. You're saying radical right and radical left.
Oh, I put those in
We
air
have
quotes. I know
Republicans-
you can't see that because we're on the phone, but I put radical in air
my
quotes.
God. You won't listen to me. You just want to talk over me.
No,
and
I'm
make
correcting
your,
your
own point.
language.
No, it's not correct
Because
language.
you don't understand
There's radical right. There's
any
radical
kind of
left.
type of sarcasm.
There's radical right. There's radical left. There's Republicans and Democrats. There's independents, and there's people that don't understand what the fuck we're fighting over. Sorry, I cussed. I
What's so
apologize.
radical about the left?
there was a guy that just set off a gas bomb and fireworks right in front of an ice place in New York. Are you kidding me? What is radical about the left? Let's go to Portland, Oregon. Let's go to Seattle, Washington. Let's go to San Francisco, where you live. Let's go to Oakland. Are you kidding me?
I live in
You
San
haven't
Francisco. This is news to me.
You live where you live. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I mean, it's just interesting that I got told that I live in San Francisco.
I thought you lived in the Bay Area. I'm sorry.
Cool. How do
Uh,
you know that the gentleman that did the fireworks outside of, hold on. Police say a man armed with a collection of weapons used fireworks to start a fire outside 26 Federal Plaza in Lower Manhattan around 8:30 Monday. And doused like, honestly, I'm glad he got arrested because he shouldn't be. So how is he a
Right.
radical leftist? I'm so sorry. Sounds like he was committing
Uh,
arson.
Read his manifesto. He's got a manifesto. Read it. I'm just telling you. Yeah, if,
What's
if
his
you
name?
back that, if you want
What's
to
his
back
name?
that, go ahead.
What's his name?
He's
I
43
literally
years.
said I'm glad he got arrested. How am I backing it, bro?
I'm
Are
just
you
telling
okay?
I don't back any violence.
I
anywhere.
literally said I'm glad he got arrested.
Well, thank
Why
you.
would
I
you start
appreciate that.
saying I'm well, you if you want to back him, you can't? Like I literally said, are you not listening?
You're asking me his name. I don't know his exact. I
Oh,
think
then
it's
how do you know that he has a manifesto?
Abrello or something.
How do you
I
know
don't
he has
his
a manifesto?
I remember his last name, but it's Abrea or Abreu or something. But
Nope.
yeah, whatever. I'm just
How do you
telling
know he has a
It's-
manifesto?
I don't. I wasn't there.
Oh, so you're just lying?
I'm going off of what they told us on the
Who
news.
is-
you
who
don't
is
believe
they?
you don't believe the news?
Who
Do
is
you believe the
they?
news?
Who is
Do you
they?
believe
Who
the
is
news?
they?
Do you believe the
Who
news?
is they?
The FBI, the FBI,
The FBI
news, the
said that
people
he had
were
a
there.
manifesto.
The people that were there, not you, not me. Were you
Okay, I'm
there?
going to search this for manifesto. Let's see.
Thank you.
Yeah. And where can you read that manifesto?
And he had knives, and he had.
Yeah, I
He
said
had
I'm glad that he
explosive-
got arrested. Again, where's his manifesto that
good.
declares him this
Okay.
radical leftist?
Okay, thank God you and I agree on something.
I said that 5 minutes ago.
I know. Ari, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be an
Yeah,
ass.
you told me
I'm
to
trying to
read a
tell you-
manifesto where am I supposed to find this manifesto?
Ari, you're a human being. Can we at least get along?
Where am I
Somehow,
supposed
some
to
way?
read this manifesto?
Can we get along somehow, same way? You're not going to read it because it's a confidential statement.
Oh, then why the hell did you tell me to read the manifesto?
Because it's a manifesto they found. They said they found a manifesto.
Then why did you, if I can't
I'm
read
sure-
it and
I'm
it's
sure
not
it'll come out
available,
later.
why can't I?
I'm sure-
Why did you tell me to read the manifesto?
The same reason you can't read the Epstein files.
You can. They're available online.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay. I thought it was classified. Sorry. I thought it was classified information. So the Epstein files are out? You agree?
Anyways, why did you tell me to read the manifesto?
Because he had a manifesto in his backpack. That's
But
what
you
they
said you
That's
knew
what-
that it wasn't
I'm just
publicly
saying-
available. So
I'm
why
just
did you
saying,
tell me to read it?
I'll guarantee you he's not a fucking Republican. I'll guarantee you.
By what
You want to
metric?
argue with me on that? You want to argue with me on that? He is Antifa.
What is
against
Antifa?
The government. He's against the government. It's called
What is-
anti-fascist.
Anti-fascist. Yeah. What
Yes.
is it? What does
So-
it take to be an
so
anti-fascist?
I guarantee you he's not a fucking
Okay, wait.
Republican.
So you're against Antifa, which means you're pro-fascism. Got it.
No. I'm a Republican. I'm pro-American.
Yeah, you're pro-fascism. I got it.
You don't burn anything down. You don't hurt anybody. You don't
Oh yeah,
burn
you
the
shouldn't break
American
the
flag.
law. I agree
You
that
don't
if people
burn
break the law,
American
they have
flag.
the ability and the right to be arrested and then charged. And then if it's
Yeah.
proven in court that they broke the law, then they can be convicted. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Funny enough, your guy doesn't believe in that same thing, especially when it comes to people that harm not only children, right, but also harmed our Capitol Police officers. So, I mean, you do what you want with that information, I guess.
Ari, I just want to tell you this. I appreciate your reviews. I care about you as an American. You live in America, right?
Sure.
Okay. I care about your views, your beliefs, and I respect your beliefs. I may not agree with all of them, but you know what? At the end of the day,
You don't. You try to reason away what Donald Trump said.
no, I don't.
You,
No.
you don't.
That's
you
that's
tried
your
to
opinion.
reason away.
That's your
You
opinion.
agreed.
No.
No, it's
No,
actually
no,
just
no,
what
no.
happened.
You're
It's called an
saying that is your
observation.
opinion.
It's not an
I can
opinion. It's
say
called an
that
observation.
honestly.
It's called an
I'm a
observation,
Marine.
right? So here's
I'm a
what I
Marine, and I
will say
fought
on
for
this
your
one,
rights
right?
to speech.
Is so that, just to be clear, right? I pointed out, and you agreed with me, Neil, that when it comes to bringing sides together, that it starts at the top. Donald Trump said it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. It's not his job. He hates his enemies. Radical left lunatics need to be locked up. Radical left lunatics that talk bad about me need to go to prison. Let's find a way to make sure that we can imprison them, right? Like, Donald Trump doesn't believe
Okay.
in bringing both sides together. These are his words, by the way.
Okay.
Am I
Okay, let
embellishing
me
just
ask
a
you.
tiny
Okay,
bit on
Ari,
it? Yes.
Ari,
But the
Ari,
fact is
let me.
everybody knows. You can find where he said
Ari,
that he believes
Ari,
radical left
Ari, let me ask you.
radical leftists
Ari,
need to be locked up. If you
Ari,
haven't
let me
committed a
ask you.
crime, you can't be locked up just for speaking
Can
truth
I
to
ask you a
power on
question?
Donald Trump's
Will you
name,
stop
right?
and let me ask you a question?
But somehow it's my job to bring both sides together when the president of the United States doesn't
Ari,
care about bringing
Ari,
both
you're.
sides. I know,
Can I ask you a
neither am
question real quick?
doesn't care
You're
about
saying
bringing
it
both
starts.
sides together, yet I'm responsible for bringing both sides together, and I have to get along with you on some things when you are just ignoring what's in your face. And I tried to ask you, like, to reason away, like, go ahead, make it okay that Donald Trump said that he didn't care about bringing the country together, and you just went to, well, he said this part too about radical leftists and radical right people, but he didn't actually say anything bad about the people on the right. He only said things bad about the people on the left. He's very partisan and doesn't give a fuck, and he's also very selfish. He doesn't give a shit about you or I or anyone else in the United States.
Okay.
Especially
All
if
right.
you're a veteran,
Can
which thank you for your service.
I
Like,
appreciate
he
that.
also doesn't
Can I ask
care
you?
about the Constitution, which you swore an oath to.
Can I ask you a simple question? It's a very
Ask.
simple question. I want an honest answer from you.
You can ask the question.
Okay. If I had a cookout right next to your house and you didn't know me from Adam, my political views or anything else, and I invited you to come over and eat some food and have a drink and enjoy the 4th of July, would you come over?
Probably not, just because
Why?
I'm an introvert.
You don't know my you don't know my political views.
I'm an introvert.
I ask you as a neighbor. an American
I'm
neighbor,
an introvert.
to come over. Huh?
I'm an introvert.
Okay. You don't have to come over, but
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
would
no,
invite
I'm
you
an
to come over.
introvert. I'd probably say
I would
no.
invite you to come over and enjoy the festivities. If you don't want to, that is your choice, right?
Cool. Yeah, I'm an introvert. I probably won't.
Okay. That's your choice. I appreciate your conversation tonight. I appreciate your views. I respect your views. I respect where you stand. You do what you do. I do what I do. And I will never, ever say you are wrong. I will never tell you that you're right, unless you are. But I'm just saying, we have to understand to agree to disagree at times. But at the bottom line, we're all Americans. Because I guarantee you, if Russia, China, North Korea, anybody invaded this country, you would be running and asking for help from your American government today.
Nah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Nah.
Yeah, you would. Yes,
I
you
have
would.
my own guns. I'm good.
Well, good for you. And that's my point. You are an American citizen. Period. I don't care what values
Was
you
that
have.
in question? I didn't know
I
my
don't.
citizenship was in question.
Ari, it's not your citizenship. You live in the United States. Trust me, if we were invaded, your whole political view would change in a heartbeat. I guarantee it.
No.
Because you believe living in America is the best thing for you. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
You're not right either.
I didn't say I was right. I said, am I
If
wrong?
I had the
And you said
capital
no.
to, if I had the capital to somehow become a citizen of somewhere like, let's say, Switzerland or Japan, I would totally go there. So
Okay. So if I sent you enough money
they have universal
to
health
move
care.
to Japan, you would move there.
Oh, I mean, I don't think you have enough money for that because it's not just a.
You don't
I would
know.
need money
You
to
don't
buy
know
a
me.
house, right? Because
You don't
I'm
know
buying
me.
a house in the US, so it would have to be the same way. So I would need money to buy a house. I would need money to file all their paperwork. Sure. You want to send it? It's Mermaid RE0. Feel free.
I'm a multi-millionaire, and you don't want to go? That's
Mermaid
fine.
RE0. It's right there. The pay links are right there.
No, I'm not going to send you anything because
Oh,
you want to
okay.
sit on TikTok. You want to sit on
You just
TikTok
said you would pay
and
for it. I'm
argue with people.
offering it. I'm telling you how
No,
to. Like,
you don't want to.
you
You
can
don't want
pay
to be
somehow.
now.
I think it would be.
Now
Oh
you
gosh,
want to be
let's see.
friends.
No, I
Now
didn't
you
say
want
that.
to be friends.
Nah,
After I offer
I
you
know.
free
I
shit
know.
because you're a
Oh, I
fucking
know.
Democrat.
I know, because see, you don't understand, right? Because you made a claim that somehow you got all this money, and then you don't want to actually stand behind you saying you have all this money, and that's fine. You're just proving that you're really a brokey. But I also you also got offended when I said no, I wasn't going to go to your cookout if you invited me because I'm introverted, and I don't know if you seem to understand what that word meant. And I said I don't think you have the money to pay for it. And then all of a sudden it becomes, oh, I'm a multimillionaire. Okay, you got the capital. You got all the extra money, then fine, pay for it. I'm not trying to be your friend. That doesn't mean I'm your friend. You want to pay to send me somewhere else? Then fine, you can do it. That doesn't make me your friend. It doesn't mean that I owe you anything either unless I sign something on the dotted line. Didn't make me your friend. Nor, I still want to know, where is the Democrat in the room? Okay, where is the Democrat in the room? I want to find the Democrat. Can y'all find them for me? Because I don't know. Is it? Oh, I know. It's probably. It's this black cat. It's definitely the black cat up here. Okay. It's definitely the black cat that is the Democrat in the room. All right, I understand that. Yeah, it's a capitalistic society. I can not be afraid and say I do not have the money to immigrate into Japan and live there, but I would fucking love to. Probably closer to Okinawa just because I don't like the cold very much, but it gets hot there, so that's part of the problem. So, but preferably I would want to go to Switzerland because they actually have a majority rule, and I kind of like the way that they govern, but it's extremely hard to get to Switzerland. And again, I'm not a fan of the cold, so there's that. Yeah, exactly, Xander. They always say then leave without realizing what it takes to do so. Thank you, Tara, so much for the galaxy, which, 1 second here. Thank you. All right. Guys, if you're watching over on Tube or Twitch, I just want to let you guys know, go ahead and hit that subscribe or that follow button, depending on which one you are on. And holy, did I see that right? Got you. Chris, thank you so much. Chris just cleared the rest of this live goal. Thank you, Chris. I know that my call screener, sorry, yeah, the people behind the scenes will definitely appreciate you clearing the rest of that goal. So I need huge W's to Chris. And I got you. I got you on that request. That would actually be fun. Hi, how are you? Hello?
Hello? I'm sorry.
No worries. You probably stepped away from your phone or had it muted. That's fine.
No,
Um,
no, I heard the beep and I was like, that sounded kind of weird to me. So, yeah.
no worries. How old are you for terms of service?
45.
45. And
Yeah.
what inspired you to call today, or what did you want to add to the conversation?
Well, no, I see you say, why do you support Trump?
Yep.
I mean, I heard your last person that was talking. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan, but have you ever been to Bulgaria?
No.
Yeah, don't go there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I was in the military, like he said, and I've been to Bulgaria, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, you know, a lot of third world countries. The good thing is I was stationed in Germany, which if you want to go there, go there. Trust me. Well, I don't know about now, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, I would still definitely go to Germany.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the dollar is kind of shit now because they have the euro. So I was there in like 2001, so I got lucky. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just just listening to your channel, and I just we have two different opinions, and that's okay. So no, I like listening to your channel, so it was good.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Also,
Yeah.
Germany's definitely not a third world country, and neither is Bulgaria. They just are involved in
Bulgaria
stuff.
is actually a third world country, actually. Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
If you look it up, it is a third world country. Yeah. So. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I hear you typing.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. No,
Yeah.
it's considered a developed and high income country, and it's a member of the European
Well,
Union, so
developing
it's not.
country is, yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
considered as a developed, so it's not
Developed
considered a
country.
third
Yeah.
world country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2003 it was. So, but yeah.
Maybe that one I have no idea on.
Yeah.
I can't go back in
Yeah.
time and look at what it was considered in
I
2003.
know, right?
Yeah.
I know. I can't just do that, But
I wouldn't want to go
no, I
back in
appreciate
time,
you.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I just, wanted to talk for a little bit. So.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye. It'll be the next one then, Chris. Yeah. I know you guys don't know what the difference is between a third world or a first world country, but you just have to be industrialized. And you're not a third world, which is why it's a developed. Yeah. Oh, that's a cool, interesting little tidbit. Roland over in Twitch says, Second World was the Soviet bloc. You don't hear about Second World countries because USSR fell and then the China used free markets to develop into the First World. Interesting. I'll have to look that up sometime if I remember. Okay. Hi, how are you?
Hello. Hey, not too bad.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I just got off work and I thought that I would give you guys a call. And I was watching your stream and I wanted to, yeah. So what are we talking about?
I mean, are you still supporting Donald Trump or the Republican Party?
Well, okay. So for me, the Republican Party, they're like the Constitution Party, right? Like they really believe in the Constitution. Like, so what?
Based
I
off
guess,
of what evidence do you have on that?
well, first of all, freedom of speech, right?
Donald
that's
Trump
the most
said when he
important
signed
thing.
an executive order that he ended freedom of speech, so I would disagree with that. And he is technically the quote leader of the Republican Party.
Okay. Yeah, no, I disagree with that then too. But another thing too is the Second Amendment guarantees the right to keep and bear arms. And I, as a staunch constitutionist, like I gotta support. I gotta support. And yeah, no, hey, I'm sorry. All right. But okay. This is my first time calling, so bear with me, please.
Okay.
I just want to hear your arguments.
On which
And
part? I mean, I am the first one to admit that I do not know enough about the Second Amendment and the laws and everything. So I don't argue the Second Amendment about that. The only thing that I promote specifically is universal background checks, potentially red flag laws if they can be
yeah.
implemented without infringing on someone's right to due process.
Oh yeah.
And also a waiting period, make it a universal waiting period in all states. Like
Yeah.
Florida, it's 3 days if you don't have a
Yeah.
CCW, but
Yeah. No, I support that as well, by the way.
yeah, that's all I
Yeah.
advocate for
So
as far as that. But
so
Donald Trump is the one that said back in his first term that he wanted to take the guns first and ask questions later. So he's not very pro Second Amendment.
well, I didn't hear him say that. Like maybe you heard something different, but I didn't hear him say that.
J-
And I would not agree with that. Like I don't necessarily support Trump because like he's going to war with Iran and all that. Um, and I don't really well, okay, so the thing about the Iran war is that they attacked American military bases in the Middle East over 300 times before Operation Epic Fury.
Iran did?
So yeah, Iran did. So Iran was the instigator in this stupid war that
Yeah,
we're
but
in
I
right
didn't
now.
run anywhere. So
Well, I didn't, but when there's 200 or I forget how many, like I gotta look it up, but like when there's that
I'm
many
sorry, you missed the
people,
joke. I'm so sorry.
oh
Everyone else
yeah,
got
no,
it.
I thought we were all serious here. That
No, I had because
my bad.
it's Iran. So like when people say Iran, it rankles me a little
Yeah.
bit, so I make it a joke. And so
Okay.
when
Well,
did
yeah.
Iran prior to we have to actually go back to Midnight Hammer, right? Because we know of one
Mhm.
instance where they did in fact um fire a shot at Qatar,
Mhm.
but no one was hurt, and it just caused very minor structural damage because they gave a heads
Yeah.
up to the Qatari
They said, "Hey, we're gonna shoot a missile at you, so you
to
should be
save
all right with
face.
it, right?"
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did it to say, like, even I can say they did it for show, right? They did it to save face on the world stage, right?
Yeah.
So when did Iran attack American military bases prior to June of 2025? Specifically,
So you
Iran.
can look this up. You can look this up on Google. Like it's publicly available knowledge, and so I would just suggest doing that to begin with. Like I don't support. By the way, I don't support war with anyone. Like I'm very anti-war. Like I'm not a war hawk. Like I don't want this shit to go on. Like I'm for world
Oh,
peace.
wait. So there was a
Yeah.
retaliation in 2020 that was in a direct response to the United States killing the Iranian
Mhm.
general Soleimani.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
So the
but that
only
was a
time that they have
retaliation,
ever
right?
done it was in direct retaliation to the United States firing off first.
Okay, can you prove that though? Like I need to get some facts here because I got to look this shit up
Why
too,
do I
right?
have
Like,
to prove it when you didn't want
well,
to
no,
prove
well,
it
because
for
both of us,
anything I
both of us,
said?
both of us have to look this up, right? Like both of us have to look this up and see what
Sure.
actually happened.
Responsible statecraft. The
Yeah.
title is Iran's 2020 attack on U.S. base underscored maximum pressure folly.
Okay, but did
Cool.
you confront the fact that the United States was attacked 300 or more times? I don't know the exact number myself, but like before Operation Epic Fury.
When
Do
did
you,
the IRGC attack military bases outside of direct
just look it up.
retaliation?
Just look it up.
I
Just
don't.
look it up.
The IRGC never has. That's Iran.
Yeah, yeah. Better on, or you want to roll your R's or whatever. Like
Yeah, because it's
I'm
how you would pronounce it if you
yeah.
were Persian.
Okay. Well, I'm not Persian. I
Yeah,
just want to make that clear.
that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Anyway,
they never,
so no,
Iran never
I
personally
basically
did it. No.
okay, but I just want to know your views. Like I want to know your views, and I
That this
might
is
be
an
able to.
unnecessary war. I assume you're talking about the war, so I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to cut you off.
No. I
This is
believe
an
I believe it's
unnecessary
unnecessary
war.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is good. Thank you, Moose.
Yeah. But I just want to know. Okay. So supporting Republicans. What about the laws in the United States? Like, what about the corruption that's going on?
The blatant corruption that's sitting in the United States White House right now. I
Yeah.
support the Josh
Yes.
Hawley Act.
Okay. I
Sorry,
gotta
not
look
the
that
Josh
up
Hawley
because
Act.
I
It's
don't
the
know.
Honest Act. The Honest
Yeah.
Act that is was written by Josh Hawley and Senate Democrats.
Hey, can I tell you something? Like Rock 89 Steady. Like he just brought this to my mind right now. But basically, what you have to know as an American is that both sides are corrupt. Both sides are most likely working together to divide the people so that we will never be united. We will never be united and we'll never be able to change anything for the better. Because you know how division works, right?
What we'll start here,
I'm sorry
right?
that I went off script here,
No,
but
no,
like
you're fine.
I'm
You're
sorry.
fine. This is
Yeah,
fine. It's okay. Tell me,
but
what
you realize that the powers that
Democratic president or elected official said that they should never, well, no, I want to stick with the president. We'll stick with there because this
okay.
happened on the
So
Republican.
so
What
so
Democratic president representing the Democratic Party ever said that we need to be divided or that we shouldn't come together? And we can just use that in varying
well,
terms, right?
okay.
So it doesn't have to
So
be those
first of
words
all,
exactly.
like the Democratic
Um,
Party was okay.
no,
I'm not
what
going to talk over
president?
you.
No, what president ever said that what Democratic president ever said that we shouldn't come together or that we shouldn't work with both sides?
Okay. So probably they would never say that directly,
I'm not
but
asking even for
what's
direct. I'm
going on
asking
right?
for around
Okay.
those lines.
So right now, what's going on is a manifestation of that idea that we should be divided, that we could never unite and make a real change in this world. Like, and I love America, but the one thing that I have is everything is so polarized. Nobody can agree on anything. Like, if you're left, you're left, and if you're right, you're right. That shouldn't be your identity. Like, we should be able to agree on something, right?
Well,
Like, we should be able
once,
to,
sure,
we
we
should be
can
able,
agree on
yeah, we should
things,
be able
right?
to,
We already
yeah,
have
we should
agreed
be
on
able
some
to
things.
come
One
in
second though, real
compromise.
quick. I want to answer this.
Yeah.
Rock89 says, what Republican said that? Donald J. Trump. I hope that helps.
Did he?
Yes, I can
Okay.
play it again. All
Well,
right, let's see.
yeah, no,
Do I
I
have
need
it?
I
Let me
need to
make
see it.
sure it's not
But like,
here, I'll play it. You
but
can, if you
but
just give it
but
a
I
second, I'll play.
basically, okay. No,
We fix
hey,
this country.
you know
How do we
what?
come back
Well,
together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less.
You know what? One thing, like, we got to realize that this entire corrupt system that is about to fall, and you can mark my words that I'm saying it, it's about to fall. Well, maybe in the next 10 years or whatever. I don't know. I don't know exact timetables. Like, I'm not a fucking wizard. I'm not a sleuth. But when there's division like this, when you say that I'm right and I say that you're left, and I can't listen to your opinions on the matter, like, and I completely disregard everything that you say just because something that you said might have aligned with the right. Like, that shit is that's not good. That's not good for a country. That's never good for a country. And like what like, I'm pro-human. Like, I'm pro human rights. Like, I love everyone. Yeah, I am a grand wizard there, Reckles. But at the same time, like, don't you see what's going on here? Like, can't you see what's going on? Like, that we're being divided,
Again,
so
I
that we
asked you
will.
to just give me one.
And you look at other countries like El Salvador, where they're centrist. They're centrist, right?
El Salvador? No.
Yeah, countries like El Salvador.
They're
Yeah.
not centrist in any way, shape, or form.
No, they are. They are. Look at them. Look it up.
They have a paramilitary state right now. They are not centrist in any way, shape, or form. The only reason why crime is down is because they arrest anyone and throw them in jail just on an
Look at their
accusation.
policies,
They are
lady.
denying the right to due process in El Salvador.
Look at their policies. No, just look at their policies. Look at their policies.
Their president,
And also,
Bukele, calls himself their dictator. They're not
Well-
centrist at all.
okay, so he was voted in.
And
100%.
then he had their Supreme Court change the laws of their country so that he could run again. It doesn't matter that he was voted in, right?
Mhm.
You can still have elections, right? And
He
be
was voted
president.
in to
And
fix
that
the
doesn't mean
country
that you're not
because
a
no one else
dictatorship.
could. No one
He
else
calls
could.
himself a dictator. They
Okay,
have declared
but nobody-
martial law. You can get thrown in jail
So,
without even having a trial in El
that was
Salvador for
basically what had to
shoplifting
happen because
$5
the
worth of
society had-
items. No, it didn't have to
the
happen.
society
It
has
didn't have to happen.
fallen
Why is
to
it still
that
there?
much
Why are
where
they
it
still
had
there
to.
though?
You
Why
can't
are they
walk
still in
down the
martial
street
law?
without being
But
beheaded
why
by
are
some
they still
fucking
in
gang.
martial law? Why are they still in martial law? Because they've had crime rates go down. So why are
You
they still
could
like? Why also?
not
Why are we
walk
even
down
doing
the
this?
street without
Why are we
being
even talking about El
intimidated by
Salvador?
something.
They're not centrist
Why-
at all.
Okay, they are centrist.
They're not centrist
Because
at all.
look at their economic policy. Look at their economic policy. Just do it. Just for
Nazi
yourself
Germany
and for
had
me.
universal health care. Do you really want to look at their economic policy and tell me that they were centrist?
Okay.
Nazi Germany
talking
was
about
built.
Nazi Germany
No, yeah,
here.
because
We are
you want to
not-
say look
we are
at their
talking about
economic
Nazi Germany here.
policy. Sorry, sir. You want to say look at their economic policy that is directly relevant to the point that you are making right now. Nazi Germany literally was built and made to solve their economic crisis that was born upon them by the Treaty of Versailles in World War I, where their value of their German dollar at the time, which I don't remember what it's called, was devalued so much, right? Their their unemployment rate skyrocketed so much that they said that the only way to fix it was by starting a fucking war, right? And then they elected them, and then Hitler was appointed as the chancellor, and then he took the fuck over the German marks. Thank you. But that was they also had good economic policies that assisted in fixing part of their issues, and then they went to war. So unless you're going to tell me that somehow Nazi Germany was good because they have good economic policies, and somehow that dissolves the fact that they had a dictator in power and that he did horrible shit, then fuck all the way off, my guy, because you don't remember history. And that's your problem, not mine.
Listen,
this is the same thing that happened in all.
Just for 1 second.
No, I'm not. Because you are trying to say
taking
that because the
gangsters off the
dictator
street
in
who
El
are
Salvador
beheading
has
people
good
for no
economic
reason.
policies, that somehow it
For no
makes him a
reason.
centrist, you would have to therefore say
reason.
the same thing about Nazi Germany and Hitler.
I never said anything about Hitler, by the way.
I
never
understand that. You're not listening to the words. If you are saying...
I'm not listening to you because you aren't listening to me, lady.
Yes, because this is my show, right? But I'm pointing this out to you because I don't have to. I get to pick and choose. But because this is your analogy, right? This is your falsehood that you're doing right now. Is you're saying that because Bukele, the president of El Salvador, has good economic policies, therefore he must be a centrist and he's not a dictator, even though he calls himself a dictator. But so did the party of Nazi Germany have good economic policies where they tried to reduce the unemployment rate. By the way, that was because they fucking employed people to become the Gestapo, right? They decreased the unemployment rate. Therefore, you have to then immediately say that they also had good economic policies and therefore Hitler wasn't a dictator, right? Granted, we can acknowledge that he wasn't, right?
Baby.
Oh God, that is an insane take, fuzzy logic. Like Hitler is somehow not a dictator and didn't do horrible shit because he had good economic policies, and Hitler was also a centrist. I'm curious, like, do you consider Mussolini also a centrist for some reason? I would assume that you would consider him a centrist because let's see, if you don't want to do Hitler, that's fine. We can go based off of Mussolini out of Italy. Was he a centrist because they also had good economic policies in Italy at that time?
Look at that. Look, hey, honestly, all I want is world peace.
You don't.
And I want people.
You voted in for the guy that's starting wars.
You're going to put that shit on me?
You voted for the guy that's starting wars, and you said you still support him.
World peace.
You said you still support Donald Trump, the guy that is starting wars in this world.
I never said that when I came in here. So, lady, you're wrong right from the get-go.
You said you still supported Donald Trump.
You're already wrong.
You said you still supported Donald Trump.
Did I? Okay,
yes.
Play the soundbite. Play the soundbite, guys. I never voted for anybody. But one thing that I do support, which is what seems to be...
Yeah, we'll put this up.
Since
you did tell this to my screener, we'll put this up. Your name is Jerome, right?
Yeah, it's Jerome.
It's Jerome? Cool. We'll do this at least.
But okay,
and you are 32?
So
you are 32
yes,
and you're in Minnesota?
Yes, I am. 100%. But at the same time, like we just gotta put this into perspective here. Like you said that I was in support of Nazi Germany or whatever. And that's not the case at all. Like I don't support genociding anybody, but when
that's not what I said either. Jerome, 32, Minnesota wants to discuss overall support for Trump.
No, I'm just talking about the policies right now. And the fact that you cannot move me in that
Yeah, I don't
Like,
expect to
for
move
whatever
anybody
reason, like,
from their
you
support of
some
Donald
emotional
Trump.
argument or
Like
whatever.
you're not
Like,
listening in any way, shape, or form to any of the things that I
neither
am
are
saying, and that's
you.
off it.
Neither are
I
you.
Sir,
What's
if you
your
said something that's
problem?
worth responding to that wasn't absolutely batshit crazy, sure, I'd respond to
Exactly,
it.
and I
But
can bounce that right back to you because
that
you aren't listening to
Bukele, the
what
man
I'm
who calls
saying
himself a
either.
dictator, the man that ordered his Supreme Court after he put people into power that
Okay.
specifically aligned with him, right? Changed their constitution to make it so that he could be elected again, has a paramilitary state governing El Salvador, has declared martial law and has not released martial law even once, is a centrist and not a dictator, is somebody that
Okay.
is just absolutely blind to the
Hey,
political reality that is
okay.
actually in
Okay.
existence. If you look up on the
Hey,
Freedom Index scale,
okay.
El Salvador
So
is not up there. The United States isn't even in the top 10.
well, nowadays,
The United States isn't
because
even
what
in
they
the
did.
top 10
Yeah.
most free countries in the entire world. We're not even in the top 10%, I don't believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be 19. We're not even in
Okay.
the top 19.
So locking up the
Yeah.
criminals is the bad thing for
El
you, right?
Salvador is
Like it's a horrible,
not
it's a
a
horrible thing.
centrist
It's
nation
like a
because they
travesty,
had
right?
policies like, I am curious, like when, okay, so El Salvador economic policies, you mean the one like, I don't know, making Bitcoin a legal
Free
tender,
trade.
which is fucking crazy because it's not backed by anything. It's a fucking thing that just no, like that's not how it happened.
That just shows your own ignorance. That's okay.
Do, 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 do.
That shows your ignorance. You don't know what cryptocurrency is. That's okay.
Let's
Not
see.
everybody
They
does.
in 2001 they adopted the U.S. dollar as legal tender. Let's
Mhm.
see. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yep. And then after, like before Bukele, they open up their markets to foreign investments, embrace export-led development. That's good for them. Let's see. They had an economic growth averaging about 2%. Not the best.
Can I tell you?
Yeah, I
Can I tell
don't
you
really
one
get
thing
it.
about the U.S.?
I know, right? That's so
Just
hard to
just
do. I see you
like
get, but
can I
yeah,
can I tell you
wow.
one thing
I'll
about the
just
U.S.,
remember that.
please?
Also, why did we
Please,
lose the plot
please.
on
Just
talking
just
about the United States?
because I'm in support of America in
You're
general.
not.
Okay, that's your opinion, not
Are
mine.
you still supporting
But
Donald Trump?
do you know anything
Are
about the
you still
Fed?
supporting Donald Trump?
Do you know anything about the Fed?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You aren't answering any of my questions. I'm not going to answer any of yours.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
You are not answering any of my questions. Do you know anything about the Fed?
Are you talking about the Federal Reserve Bank? Or are you talking about the
Yes.
federal government?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, thank you.
Which one? It was a two-part question.
Federal Reserve.
Okay, what about it?
So you guys pay taxes to a system,
That goes
right?
to the IRS
But
and it goes to the government. It doesn't go to the
the
Federal Reserve.
the taxes are an illusion. Basically, you guys
Yes,
are
all
not
monetary
paying
value
for the
is
federal
fake.
government.
Yes, all monetary
Yes.
value is fake. It's a social construct.
Okay.
Do you know how much
Well,
money is actually kept electronically in the United States?
I actually don't, and you
Oh,
should probably tell me that right away because I know you
okay.
know it, and I don't.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't know that. Um, oh, that's a good point. Sorry about that. Okay, Junior. So it's $175 trillion is kept in USD
Okay.
electronically. Do you know how much of
Huh,
that is backed by physical money, Junior?
I actually don't.
2.9 trillion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, not
You
even
know,
10% of it is
so
backed up by physical currency.
so the Fed buys bonds from the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they print money from out of nowhere.
Yeah, they also destroy defaced currency, ripped up currency, currency that's almost too difficult to read. They also collect fraudulent currency, and they forward that
Yeah.
on to the necessary
Mhm.
agencies to investigate who
Yeah.
made fake money. And it's
Okay.
truly not random. Actually, a lot of their money that is
It's
physically printed
it's
is printed
okay.
prior and then put into circulation at
This,
in slow
so
increments.
this shit is decay
Gotcha.
to our economical like the United States at one point was perfectly fine. Like we had the gold standard, and I like
Again, gold standard also has been given a value put on by society. We're the ones who said that gold is more
yeah.
valuable than silver. Silver is more
Yeah.
valuable than copper. Copper's more, yeah, like all of these other things.
Yeah.
Like we're the ones who put that value. It's all a social construct. So even then, you're just
Yeah.
saying let's trade one social construct, the illusionary value of
For
gold, for
another.
the illusionary value of money, which is what we did a long time ago. You're
But
not making a coherent argument, nor
but
are you
but
tying it back
can
into
we
your support for
agree
Republicans.
that gold is not more valuable than what it is nowadays? Can we not
Again,
agree
it's a
that that
social
system was a
construct. I
better
disagree
system,
with it having
right?
any value at all.
Really?
Yep, didn't stutter.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well,
So, Junior, what does this
yeah,
have
I'm
to
not
do
gonna argue
anything
with
to
that.
do with the
Not
Republicans?
because I don't really value anything, really.
Yeah, I can tell you
Anyway,
don't even value your voice. It's okay,
oh,
Junior. We
god
understand.
damn. Yeah, no, it's all right. Hey, you know what? God bless. But at the same time, do you really? Okay, this is one of my questions to you, if you don't mind. But do you really support Trump? I mean, Biden. Like the alternative to Trump at that point in
There
time.
is no alternative
Like there
to
was only
Trump.
two
Are
choices.
you okay?
Yes, I am. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I just want to ask, like,
Then
are
you would have to
you
understand that there is no alternative to Trump. It's it's
well
July 20th,
at the
2026. There is zero alternative to
there
Trump.
was Hillary Clinton and there
That
was
was
Biden
10
and there was
years ago.
Kamala.
Are you
All of
living
those
in
all of those
2026?
were alternatives to Trump.
Oh, okay. I don't live on Earth
Yeah.
2 or parallel reality 2. I live in
You
reality
don't live
number
on
1
Earth?
on Earth 1,
Okay.
where on July 20th, 2026, Donald Trump is the living, breathing president of the United States of America, and there is no alternative because we don't just randomly vote in a new president on January 20th,
Okay. But
2026.
you voted in Biden, right? Who didn't know how to fucking read a teleprompter. He couldn't do
Neither does
jack
Trump, so I
shit.
don't understand your point on that one.
He
I
okay,
don't
but
know
he
about this, but
definitely was
wow,
not
what this is going to
positive.
be this is going to be like a
He was barely
crazy statement,
sentient.
guys. Wow, in the year 2026, I don't support
He was
Biden. Wow, what
barely
a fucking
sentient,
concept.
right? Barely sentient. Joe Biden, the leader of the free world, Joe Biden. Come
Are
on.
you okay? Like again, what did I just say? Did you not
100%
listen to what
okay.
I just said? Did you not listen to anything I just said at all?
I don't think you listened to what I said at all.
Yeah. You're not. Oh,
I'm
thanks,
sorry.
Dagger. I'm just seeing your message. Yeah, I can tell.
I'm
You're not
actually,
listening to
I'm
what I
not
said
that
at all.
sorry because you aren't listening to what I'm saying,
Oh, okay. So
right?
why are you still
Like,
here? I mean, you did already say God bless and then you didn't hang up at
no.
all.
Oh, well, I'm not going to hang up on you. That's up to you.
Uh-huh.
You want to hang up on me?
Nah, we'll just try this real quick. I do love doing
All
this
right.
one. Let me see.
Yeah. No, I do too. But so Biden,
So I'm gonna
if you
read
look
you.
at
I'm gonna read you something, and I want you to
okay,
tell
go
me
ahead.
what question was asked. Okay?
Did Biden read it?
No,
Like,
no, I
did
already
Biden
told
read
you.
it?
Shushies. I said I'm going to read through something, and you're gonna tell me
Okay.
what question was asked. Okay? They said 1 year ago, your country was dead. We never thought it was coming back. And now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. There are the leaders of other countries, the prime ministers and presidents, every one of them said essentially the same thing. We had a dead country and we felt that way. And this place is emblematic of it being with crime. I'm literally still talking. Do you have zero emotional regulation?
No, I definitely do.
Okay, then prove it by shushing. I said I'm going to read something, and then you're going to tell me what question was asked. Okay, then you can just sit on mute. They said 1 year ago, your country was dead. We never thought it was coming back. And now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. These are the leaders of other countries, the prime ministers and the presidents, every one of them said essentially the same thing. So they said that we had a dead country and we felt that way and we were. This place is emblematic of it with crime, the horrific crime. And I watch these phony reports. We were on the way back, but they weren't on the way back. It was worse than ever just a short while ago. But now it's going to be, I think right now, it is better than it has been in years. And in a couple of weeks, it's going to be far better than that. And everyone is safe now. Everybody feels safe and they are all coming in, and the people are coming in and they are making reservations to come into and they want to be in Washington, D.C. One of the things we are going to be doing is your parks. I'm very good with grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place, and I know more about grass than any human being anywhere, I think, in the world. We are going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, and the best that you can buy, just like the Augusta. It will look like Augusta. It will look like, more importantly, like Trump National Golf Club. That's even better. But we are going to have brand new, beautiful grass, like everything else. Grass has a life. Do you know that? Grass have a life. We have a life and grass has a life. And the grass here died about 40 years ago. So we're going to be rebuilding all of your parks, and it's going to happen fast. It's going to be like a miracle. So you do the job on safety and I'll get this place fixed up physically. We are going to be so proud of it. What question was Donald Trump answering?
I don't know. On what you're saying, like it just.
I was literally reading. I was reading his transcript verbatim from August of last year. So that's why I was asking what question was Donald Trump asked, and then he was responding to how long the national. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know because you weren't listening, or because you.
Does that make no? Because you never told me. That's.
No, I know. I again, you didn't listen to instructions. I said I'm going to read you. I'm going to read. I did. I gave you instructions. I said I'm going to. I told you. Shushies. Calm down, Pookie Pie. Calm down, Junior. It's okay. I told you I was going to read through a transcript, and at the end of it, you tell me what question he was asked. If Donald Trump was so coherent, you should be able to tell me what question he was asked that he was answering.
Hey, I'm waiting for the answer already because I.
So you don't know?
It.
Can you tell? But throughout all of that, can you tell what question he was asked?
Know really much.
Oh, I know more than you. Can you tell me? Jerome, okay. Junior, 1, 2, 3, okay, eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Junior, can you not tell? You can't tell? I'm not getting emotional. It's literally you, Junior. Junior. So you're telling me? I just want to be clear, Junior. You can't tell what Donald Trump was asked? You can't tell what question Donald Trump was asked?
Hey, baby, just tell me the question.
Ew, I'm not your baby. Ew, that's gross. Consent denied. Absolutely the fuck not. Ew, gross, disgusting. Ew, Junior, get a life. This is not a dating show. Anyways, can you not tell what question Donald Trump was asked?
Hey, you tell me.
Can you not tell what the question Donald Trump was asked?
Hey, tell me.
Can you not tell what question Donald Trump was asked? This is yes or no. This is a binary question. This is yes or no. This is a binary question. Yes or no answer required. I know you don't understand words, so I'm going to help you out with something. This is a binary question. A yes or no answer is required in this binary question. Can you not tell what question Donald Trump was asked? Yes or no?
Tell me the answer that you know.
He's
Like,
so
tell me the
coherent.
answer.
He's so coherent. You can't tell what question he was asked?
Just tell me. Just
Nah. Bye, bitch. He was asked how long the National Guard was going to be in in Washington, D.C. Hey, Trump, do you know how long the National Guard is going to be in Washington, D.C.? Let me talk about grass. Let me talk about grass. And we're the hottest country. Insane. Absolutely insane. But Donald Trump was cognizant. Am I right? Donald Trump is cognizant. Oh, when I hang up on you, you don't get to type in the chat afterwards. Somebody paid for you to go bye-bye, so you can go bye-bye. Okay? No, I hung up on you because you refused to listen and you said it multiple times that you weren't listening to what I was saying. So why on earth would I talk to you further? And apparently Obama has his own bombs because that's what Donald Trump says. So, anyways. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, Ari. How are you doing?
Doing well. How old are you for terms of service?
35.
Cool. And are you still supporting Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why?
Well, for many reasons. One, he did promise the big, beautiful bill, the SAVE Act bill, and he promised that there'll be no more voter fraud.
You can't promise
that. He would take out every illegal immigrant that is here illegally.
Okay, I hear one thing that he's done successfully so far off your list.
He's done a couple. He is definitely working on the immigrants. That definitely is going to take a little bit longer than usual, but it's okay. We understand. Everything takes time. In regards to your question, the other things he has done, he has helped with trying to save our economy, put our economy back from what we had originally, the cluster clot of the economy from Biden, back into normal capitalistic society. That
we moved away from capitalism? When did we move away from capitalism?
Well, if you look back at the Democratic administration, they have been pushing, and including like Zoran Mandani, they have been pushing hard for socialism.
No. You said the prior administration, we lost the plot on capitalism.
Yes,
How did the
even
prior
Biden
administration
was pushing
lose the
for
plot on
socialism.
capitalism?
Yeah, Biden has pushed away at that time a little bit against capitalism.
What policy?
He called himself a
What
capitalist,
policy?
but he wasn't.
What policy?
What policies?
Yeah.
Well, gee, let's see. He, not just policies, it's what he did. And what he did was
Policies are what he
killed
did.
1,000 different
When
jobs.
you sign legislation, that's policies are what you did. So what policy, okay? What policy
to-
moved the
the
Democratic
hold on.
Party and the country
Hold on,
away
Ari.
from capitalism?
So I will tell you, the policies that he put in place to try to allege that he was for helping people like coal miners, truck drivers, and stuff, he wasn't doing that. What he did was he took away their
I'm not
jobs
hearing a
because he
policy
was-
name.
No, well, hold on, I'm getting to you, Ari. It is part of policies. So the policies were
What's
that
the
he put in
policy
place
name?
to
I'm
try
just
to make
waiting for the
jobs
policy name.
better. He tried to put jobs better, but what happened was he
Policy.
took away people's jobs
Policy.
and he took away all
Policy.
the jobs that needed.
You're
But
not
anyway,
naming a policy.
I named a few things.
You
on what.
named your
It's not just
opinions.
about
What are the
policy,
policy?
Aria.
It actually
Obviously,
is.
You're not listening, Aria. Ari,
Who
you're
is
not listening.
Aria?
You're doing exactly like
Who is
Junior.
Aria?
You're doing
I'm so sorry,
exactly.
Junior. Who
You're
are you
doing
speaking to?
exactly what
Oh,
Junior
wait,
did,
you're not
Ari.
talking to me. Okay, are you having a
No,
conversation
I'm
with
talking to
yourself?
you, Ari. You're doing exactly what Junior did.
Oh, Ari.
Now, going
Okay,
away
you
from
were saying
exactly
Aria? You were
that.
saying Aria, and I
No, I
don't know
said
who
Ari.
Aria is. You said you
I
were saying
said Ari.
Aria. You were
No,
saying
I said
Aria.
Ari.
Anyway, so can you
No, I was
name the
saying Ari.
policy?
Anyway,
So here
besides
we'll
that,
rehash this, right?
hold
We'll
on,
rehash
Ari.
this, okay?
Ari.
We'll go ahead and rehash this. So he said that Joe Biden killed jobs, right? I need a policy that somehow he killed jobs. I need to know the name of the policy that killed jobs in the United States where he caused unemployment. I need a policy that shows that we were moving away from capitalism. Do you understand your assignment yet?
Do you understand your assignment when I asked you, when I said, tell me when Biden was helping the American
You didn't ask me
country?
that question at all. I asked
I
you.
just did, but you're not
Oh,
listening,
you mean
Ari.
while I was actively still talking, you tried to interrupt the middle
No,
of
you
my
were
sentence
not
with the middle
talking.
of,
You were
with the
just
beginning of
you,
yours? No.
no.
See, it's so funny. Like, yeah, I couldn't hear you because I purposely like made sure I couldn't hear you, and that because I can do these
Of
things,
course,
right? It's called it's
of
my
course,
show,
of course.
right?
That's
But I
usually
just
what
it's so
people
funny
do.
that somebody would think that I'm obligated to answer a question that you
Well, you
asked
should if
me in
they're
the middle of
debating.
my
If it's a
sentence
debate,
with the beginning of your sentence, and somehow that means I'm obligated to answer your question when you haven't even answered my original question where I'm
I
asking
already
you for a
answered your
policy.
question.
You haven't given me the name of a policy at all. Are you not familiar with what a
Most
policy
all
is?
policies
Oh, I'll
that
dumb
he
it down for
had
you even
were
further, Junior. Junior, it's
anti-capitalistic.
okay. I understand this
Every
is very difficult
policy he
assignment for you.
had
I
that
will
was
dumb it
for
down even
jobs
further.
was
I will
against
accept a
capitalism.
memo or an
That's
executive
every single
order that if
policy.
that made it so that we lost employment, okay? What policy of Joe Biden moved the
Every single
Democratic Party away
policy,
from
if you
capitalism, moved the United States away from capitalism, and what Democratic Party policy that was enacted? You can include executive orders, okay? And you can even
all of
include
them,
memos, okay, that moved us away from those two things and
because this is what I'm saying.
caused
They
unemployment.
don't listen. They don't pay attention. Well, Ari, I'm going to tell you that
See, you
every
just said
policy
Aria
that
again.
he
Yeah,
tried,
okay.
no,
So
Ari, every
what
policy
is the policy
Trump
name?
that Trump put
What
in
is the
place
policy
was
name?
to get rid
What
of
is the policy
everything that
name?
Biden did. Hold
Okay.
on, I'm
So here's
answering
what we're
you.
going to
I'm
do.
answering you, Ari.
No, you're not.
See,
So here's what we're gonna do, Junior. So right now you're on mute, okay, Junior? So you supposedly should know how to do this. You supposedly know how to perform an assignment and carry through on an assignment, okay? So Romeo, you made a claim, all right, that the prior administration, which would be Joe Biden, moved the United States away from capitalism. You said that Donald Trump was bringing capitalism back. You also said that Joe Biden caused job unemployment, right? That specifically ended jobs, okay? So what I need you to do is go look up policy, right? So what policy enacted these changes? I'll give you a hint on some I'll give you an example, okay, of a policy. That one big beautiful bill that you talked about at the very beginning of the call, that is an example of a policy because that is enacted legislation. Okay, so now I want you to tell me what was passed under the Biden administration of enacted legislation that would be a policy that ended jobs, caused unemployment, and was moving the United States away from capitalism. Okay? So that is your assignment. And when I bring you off mute, okay, when I bring you off mute, you're going to hear a beep first. If I hear anything other than a policy name or a congressional bill number, I'm just going to hang up on you, Junior, because you are not qualified to have this discussion with me. Okay, so you're going to come off mute now. So what's the name of the policy?
so you want to name all of them? All right. Every policy that he had that was for all jobs, Ari, if you're listening, and you can use your ears now, are you done?
I'm waiting
Are
for
you
the
done?
name of a policy.
Okay.
So far, you're not doing it. Strike one.
Nope, they're not done.
Strike
See,
one.
Chet, this is live. All right. Anyway, Chad, thank you for your support. I appreciate your donors.
Okay. Failure to name a policy for 1,000, please. Failure to name a policy for 1,000, please. And sold to Romeo for $0 because he can't name anything. So, yeah. Thank you for conceding that you don't know a policy. Like, oh, that's how they always go, Mira. Yeah, failing to comprehend is a good way to put that. All right. Guys, if you're still here and you are appreciating what I am doing, if you can hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Those are free to do, depending on which platform you're on. Also, the other way to support me is by direct donations through Cash App, Venmo, Mermaid RE0, and all the links. You can also send gifts, specifically on TikTok. If we can light up the gift gallery, that would be great. If you are watching over on YouTube, I'm going to read through all of your super chats after this next call, I believe. And then if you are watching over on Twitch, we will also read through any bits that you guys sent over. That is one way to do it as well. But we have subscriptions and memberships all available. If we could get, I don't know, is it possible that we can get 5 more new members over on the tubes? That would be fantastic. Oh, I know, Honey Nutter. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect for you. Stupid to understand how stupid they are. Yeah. Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you for terms of service?
I'm 26 years old.
26. And you said you're still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, for the most part.
In the year of our Lord 2026, why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Because I feel like he is combating Islamic extremism and fundamentalism across the world, and he's also trying to combat China
Freedom
and
of
Russia.
religion. So wait, you're saying that he's directly violating freedom of religion?
No, I said he's combating Islamic extremism.
Yeah. Do you not believe in freedom of religion?
I do believe freedom of religion.
Okay.
But those things are not mutually exclusive, right? You can believe in religion or religious
I mean, I
freedom
don't support
refusing-
terrorism or terrorist acts, and I don't support people killing somebody. I definitely don't support murder or anything like that. But if they want to believe in a specific religion, then they're allowed to believe in a specific religion.
Well, I didn't say anything
Also,
about
can you tell me
people
this?
believing-
Can you tell me this? Is the United States the world's police?
No, but we
Oh, no.
we are the
So if we're not the world's police, then what business does the United States have, and especially Donald Trump have, to go in and tell other countries or start wars in other countries because of, quote, Islamic extremism that you disagree with? What gives the United States the authority then, if we're not the world police, to go in and do that?
Well, it's in the best interest of world peace and our allies. Like, I hear a lot, right, in like liberal circles that Trump is doing an illegal war against Iran and he has no backing from any of our allies and all of our allies are upset. But Saudi Arabia, UAE, Jordan, those 3 countries, they're all our allies. And they're clearly not upset that we're attacking Iran because
they're absolutely upset. Are you?
Well, I'll give you a counterpoint. To this.
They're
man.
asking for him to stop because they're tired of getting attacked in retaliation for Donald Trump's war on Iran.
Well, I'll give you a counterpoint to that, ma'am. The Houthis, they're based out of Yemen, right? They're an Iranian proxy militia. They have fired
I don't
rockets
disagree.
into Saudi Arabia.
Yep, and they're
Right,
trying to
right.
close
So-
the Red Sea.
Right.
For
Well, yeah.
travel.
My point was right. And my point was just that the Houthis have fired rockets into Saudi Arabia
And I
multiple
disagree with that.
times, and right. And as do I. So my point was that Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, these are like the tentacles of Iran throughout the Middle East, and they're fighting a Cold War with Saudi Arabia. So my point was is that
Funny, they're doing
it's
all
not
this
like all
without
these.
actively being funded by Iran.
Well, my point is just that like Saudi, UAE, and Jordan, they're not that upset that we're striking Iran. I would even go as far as to say like Mohammed bin Salman and all these people, they're probably happy that we're doing it because Iran has been causing
Yeah,
trouble
MBS is a
and
great name
destabilizing
to
the Middle East.
invoke. Yeah, I agree. That's a great name to invoke. The man that killed an American journalist. That's a great name to invoke. Yeah.
Well, I'm not disputing that, but I'm just saying like it's not like our allies are just upset. All of our allies are upset that we're striking Iran because clearly Saudi, UAE, and Jordan aren't, right?
They
Because Iran is
literally have asked him to stop because they are tired of their infrastructure being bombed in retaliation of Israel and the United States of America attacking Iran consistently. They were also upset with the memorandum of understanding that was signed because Donald Trump pledged on their behalf $300 billion from the Gulf nations to pay Iran to rebuild their country as a result of us bombing them.
Well, but don't you think that Iran has already attacked different countries indirectly through their militias? So it's not like this is a new conflict, right? This is something that's been going on for a while. And I feel like Trump is kind of taking a stand against them. Like we've struck the Houthis. We haven't struck Hezbollah, but we've struck, we've supported Israel. And I feel like Trump is definitely trying to fight Islamic extremism across the board. And here's my thing too, Miss.
Again, the United States is not the world police. You agreed with me there. What gives the United States, because you went all around this, right? You gave a big circle to say nothing in response to this question. What gives the United States the right to start an unprovoked war with another country to, quote, stop Islamic extremism that hasn't killed a single person on United States soil?
Two answers. That what gives us the right, I would say the fact that we're the global superpower, it gives
Who
us
appointed
the right
us as the global
in-
superpower? Who appointed the United States as the global superpower?
Nobody, no single
No one
political
did.
entity
Correct.
can-
So we are
Right,
not the global
but
superpower because there is no global superpower. Okay,
China
let's try
and
this
the
again.
US are the
Nope,
global.
there is no
I'm
such
answering your
thing
question, ma'am.
as
If you would allow me to
and
answer.
you're incorrect automatically, right? So that might be your answer, but you're incorrect. So I'm going to correct you on what you're saying. We are not the global superpower, neither is China. No one appointed us to be the world police. We are not the world's police, and we have no right to break international law by starting an unjustified war that goes against our direct United States Constitution and international law. And the fact that we were floating the idea of tolling the strait, and that we are also using quid pro quo, which also is not okay for us to do that. Use quid pro quo. You rub my shoulders, I'll rub yours. Not allowed to do that either.
Okay, I got you. Right, I got you. And I'm gonna answer all three of the points you just made right there. You said, because I'm writing down some notes as we're having this conversation. So you said that nobody appointed the U.S. as the global superpower, and you said that America and China aren't the global superpowers. Any political entity, whether it's a country, before we had countries, we had kingdoms, empires, right? Nobody appoints themselves as a superpower. That is something that other countries and other lesser powers kind of give to you indirectly. Like you can't just go around saying, we are the global superpower. That you have to prove that by your actions. And and my point is that like when the Europeans went out and they colonized the world, right? Why did they do it? Because they didn't need anybody's permission. They did it because they were the strongest at the time, right? Like
We're in the 21st
goes.
century. Stop living in the 1500s. Like, are you okay?
I understand.
That didn't make it right.
I'm not even disagreeing.
Also, that didn't
It
make
didn't
it
make
right.
it right.
Might doesn't make right. That's a crazy fucking argument.
No, well, I'm not even disagreeing with you. I never said it was right.
What are the
I'm
names
not
of the two
disagreeing with you
soldiers
there.
that just died this weekend that were released?
I don't know, ma'am.
Why?
I don't.
You're in support of
I
this
just
war.
never-
You should know and remember the names of every single soldier that has died as a result of this war. That they wouldn't have died if we weren't a part of this war in any way, shape, or form. You should
Well,
if you
that's fair.
support the names, sorry, if you support the war in Iran, then I need every single one of y'all to memorize and remember the list of casualties ever growing that are direct result of you supporting the war in Iran, which by the way, you're in the major minority in support of the war in Iran. Our actual allies, being NATO, don't support our efforts in Iran. They won't even let us use our bases that we pay half of it for to utilize as the middle person to go and attack Iran. They won't even let us do that. There is no American exceptionalism. There is no global superpower.
I do respectfully disagree. I think that America and China are the global superpowers, and every other country, or most of them,
That's your opinion, and your opinion can be wrong. That's your opinion, and your opinion can be wrong, and it is. Because no one appointed us as a global superpower. You acknowledge that. Nobody's even directly appointed us as a global superpower. You can't even say that because it doesn't exist. All right? The only thing that you could say, and we'll correct this one real quick. The only people that you could even possibly say are the world's police are going to be the ICC and the ICJ and the Geneva Conventions. And the United States is only a signatory on one of those. So we can't be the world police. We can't be the world police if we're only a signatory on one of those three bodies.
Well, I made the point that nobody can appoint themselves as a superpower, but I wanted to respond to
We're not it. We don't even acknowledge the three international bodies that actually have a say in some way, shape, or form over what occurs internationally. So no, we have no business ever being the world police if we can't even acknowledge the institutions known as the International Criminal Court and the the ICJ. If we can't even acknowledge those two things, then no, we're not the world's police. We are not the world's superpower. We don't even acknowledge international law. We're killing people in the waters of Central America. Why we ignore international law? Oh, or are you talking about why we ignore the ICC? Because if we acknowledge the ICC, right, more than likely George Bush would have been fucking brought up on crimes against humanity. By the way, I just want to remind people that no one is above the law, right? No one is above the law, nor should anyone ever be above the law. So what you would be telling me then, Sean, is that saying that we are not a part of the ICC or the ICJ, right? And we're doing it to protect ourselves for knowingly violating international law is that you believe the United States of America is above the law. Am I understanding this correctly? Is the United States of America above the law?
Yes, we are. And I'll tell you why. Because you said.
No, I truly don't need to hear your reasoning why. To say that the United States of America is above the law is fucking crazy. I appreciate you admitting it because that's just fucking crazy. My good friend who is in New Zealand wants to tell you he needs to understand the fact that America would have to subscribe to the ICC and ICJ if America did. Both Putin and Bibi would be at The Hague facing their war crime charges. That is also true. That's the real reason, right? So we'll be very clear. Yeah, Bush did waterboarding, which is actually a direct violation of our 8th Amendment if it happened here in the United States of America. What we do in Guantanamo Bay is cruel and unusual punishment, which is directly against our Constitution. Okay. To be above the law, that's a good point. Sean, before I take you off mute, because you are muted right now. To be above the law means that we have the right to be lawless. Do you agree that the United States has the right to be lawless?
I do. And I'll give my rationale why.
Nope, I don't want to hear it. Nah, I'm done with that. That's bullshit. That's fucking insane. Thank you so much to CJ for the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube, and Taffy also for the 5 gifted memberships. Hey, short skirts. I had to try to remember for a second. For the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate you both so much for that. If you guys are new here, you haven't hit that subscribe button or that follow button yet, be sure to hit those now. It is absolutely free to do so. Before we end, I want to go over something else before I read all the super chats. So bear with me, okay? Mia, I hope you're still here. So this is what I was telling you about. I did some digging today, all right? I was in a tizzy, like I had a whole moment, okay? And I wanted to, yeah, no, I get it. I was looking into it because I was genuinely curious, right? And I did some research today. And so I was looking into the death of our fallen soldiers, right? Specifically as a result of our conflict in Iran, right? And so we actually have the United States of America's government website keeps track of this, right? It's a direct military website. It's the OSD.mil. It's an OSD.mil website, okay? So this is updated past, like as of before this weekend's deaths, right? Because they had to notify their family, so it's not immediately updated. So even though it says up to date as July 20th, it is not immediately updated, okay? So Operation Epic Fury, military deaths, right? This is really, again, as of this prior weekend, and even then, it's actually not even updated today as of July 1st. That's a different spicy brain moment. So that's casualties by demographics. So what I'm going to do now is go to the names of the fallen, all right? And this is where I got into a moment. So Mia, I hope you're here and I hope you're listening, because this is what kind of enraged me, right? Okay. So we know for a fact, you saw on this other list that it was 14 deaths, okay? You saw on the last list that it was 14 deaths, all right? So I want you guys to count this with me. All right, this is, you guys can see this. This is the end of the list, so we're going to stop at Nicole Marie Amor, all right? So we have Declan, Cody, Jeffrey, Noah, Benjamin, John, Robert, Tyler, Ashley, and Nicole. That's 10. That is 10 active and reserve military members. 10. The list does not continue. There is not a page 2. When I scroll over, it just gives me more information specifically about the armed service member that died. Where are the other 4 that they acknowledged on the other sheet that have died as a result of the military operation that occurred in Iran? And so I want to go back to this, right? Because I looked at this, right? So if we go back to deaths, so we'll give you this, right? Hostile was 7. So 7, right? But there's 10 on this list. So that means there's 3 more than hostile. And then you see non-hostile, which is also 7, right? So this is where I get the total of 14. So I guess it would make sense if it was hostile, where there was only 7 on that list. Or even non-hostile, where there was only 7. But we have, no, this is just for Operation Epic Fury, right? There's like a specific list. It's specifically just for Operation Epic Fury, okay? Why, when I go back to names of the fallen, I want to know, why am I missing 4 names? Okay? Now, bear with me, guys. I have this. All right, let me open this for you guys. So, what I did today, okay, is I had made an entire list of every single name of our United States military members that died as a result of our military actions in Iran. And so, let's go over this and let's find out who is missing, okay? Because I genuinely want to know who is missing from this list. And I already know, okay? So we have the first list of deaths, right? Everyone that occurred on March 1st is on that list. Everyone that occurred on March 1st is on that list. Now, I'm going to give a caveat. And I'm probably going to mess up his name. But we'll just say Major Davies is not on that list on he died on March 6th because he died due to undisclosed medical issues. Okay? Undisclosed medical issues. Right? So he is not on that list. He is not supposed to be on that list. All right? We'll set that aside. Okay? So the names that are not on this list, because I already looked this up, is every Air Force captain. Every Air Force captain is not on this list, and the Navy commander. So the Air Force captains are not on this list, and the Navy commander is also not on this list. And so that brings us down to 15, right? These are the two newest ones, okay? Does anyone have an idea of why our Air Force captains that died in service to their country are not listed under names of the fallen on our ODS.mil website? I don't know what it means, okay? I'm going to be very clear. I do not know what it means, okay? But I'm pissed. Okay? I don't know what it means, and I'm not happy about it. I don't, right? So it's Ariana Savino, Seth Koval, Curtis Angst. Those three names are not listed with the Air Force. Captains of the Air Force are not listed. And then Commander Gabriel Edwards is also not listed. The U.S. Navy pilot that crashed into the ocean. It took him 5 days to find his body. Oh, that's a good point, Sabir. The man who said America is above the law, we have to call him a terrorist. I agree. That's the only, I don't know what else they might have in common, Neely. But the only thing that is truly in common for sure with just looking at names is that they are captains of the United States Air Force. No, Danielle, that's not true. Captain Ariana Savino is active duty. And also other ones that are not as NCOs are listed as well. So like here, let me go back to that. We can zoom out just a little bit. We have plenty of enlisted officers that are listed. And also officers, right? So E4, officer, officer, E, officer, E, plenty that are still listed. There are, again, Danielle, though, and I'm not arguing with you, Danielle. Seth Koval and Curtis Angst were in the National Guard. They were not active duty. They were recalled. Danielle, I know what they mean. That's why I was pointing it out. NCOs are listed. Officers are listed. So that's not the determining factor. Why would an active duty U.S. captain of the Air Force not be listed and a reservist of the Air Force not be listed? Why would two of them? You're not. I know that, Danielle. Again, I'm not arguing with you, but I know that. But officers are on the list. The only similarity between the three that are not listed on there is the fact that they are captains of the United States Air Force. That's the only similarity, just based off of the names. That's the only similarity. All I'm pointing out is that it should upset you guys. Honestly, it upset me, okay? It should upset you that not all of our United States military members are being honored on this website. That's what I'm saying. I feel like angst is a very... That's why I'm pointing this out. Because I don't understand why it's not up here, and it bothers me that it's not up here. Yes, there's a fourth one that's not on that list, and that is, and I gave them an okay with that one, only in the slightest, was Commander Gabriel Edwards of the U.S. Navy was not KIA. He was not killed in action. The only reason I can assume that he wasn't listed is because he was just flying his helicopter and it crashed in the ocean, even though they have him listed as a non-hostile death, right? That's all I'm pointing out, guys. It should make you upset, is my point. Does not make me happy. Why are all of our U.S. service members that died not listed? Okay, real quick, get him Ari, said Phantom. This was way earlier. I'm going to catch up on everything. Thank you, Castle, for all of the jewels. Jay, thank you for the jewels. King of the Clouds, thank you for the jewels. This was to the first caller. Hey, caller, you're still in the draft range, so how about you shut up and go enlist? Yep, he crashed out, but you cash out. Thanks, Ply, I appreciate that. For all of these people that remember this, Latina lesbian literature. Guys, what's wrong with Latina lesbians? Like, tell me you don't like women. Trucker, thank you for the jewels. For Trump to get the majority of votes in America, he wouldn't have had to have gotten at least, wouldn't he? Okay, I see what you're saying. He would have had to have gotten 124,780,114 votes. Yeah, well, yes. Yes. Okay, I got that. It's about 260 million people are above the age of 18 that are eligible to vote. That is true. That would be a good point. I like that one. If you can't prove it, don't say it, says guy who doesn't know anything, who won't shut up and will never learn. Exactly, agents. I'm not in the MAGA cult, says him in the MAGA cult. Isn't that true? Like, we'll remind everybody of this.
How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less.
Donald Trump couldn't care less about bringing us together. That was towards that last caller. That's what yeah. The guy who said, MAGA's a cult, but I still support Donald Trump and he's the leader of the MAGA movement, but I'm not in a cult because, I'm built different. If y'all know, you know. Ryu said, bro has some very selective hearing. I agree. Sana, thank you for the jewels. Crazy Eye, thank you for the jewels. Scott, hello. No, I got you, Moose. It took me a moment to break it down. Sometimes it does take me a moment to break down the numbers. I appreciate you. This guy's proof all Republicans have their heads up their fucking asses. He's a dick and nothing to prove. That's funny. Thank you, Gabe. Feisty for the jewels. Cautious B for the jewels. Tom, thank you again. Here's some yen to start a life in Japan. Hey, Requiem. Nice to see you back. Nice to see you back. Thanks for being here, Requiem. Thank you. Here's money. Money. W's to the caller for use. Sorry. W's to the. I can't see what emoji that is on this screen. W to the mermaid for using the term brokey. I'm assuming that's what it is. You're welcome, I think. Oh, Real Patriot. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I hope you're still here. I appreciate you so much. Oh, I don't like that. I'm sad to hear this one too. My brother died serving in the Marines, non-hostile death in Afghanistan. He was still honored. Oh, he was. Oh, sorry. No, I agree with this. Sorry, I read this wrong. He was still honored next to all of the soldiers who died in action. Exactly. That's my point. Like their names need to be on that website. That's what I'm saying. I read that wrong at first. Spooner, thank you, brother. I appreciate your brother's service, and I'm sorry that you lost a family member. That's not okay. What's causing the damn division? Ryu, nobody ever knows. Like, they never have an answer for that one, Ryu. They never have an answer for that one, Ryu. And that's so aggravating. Fuzzy comes in, says, okay, let's talk about El Salvador's economic policy, the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender centrist. That's an insane take, isn't it? Git, thank you so much. I saw this when it came up. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm trying to educate my mother and brother about the threat of the current administration and how terrible it is at the moment. I really appreciate your work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Would you rather debate AI impersonators of famous people or MAGA true believers? Can I vote neither? That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun at all. I vote neither. Fuck crypto bros. I agree with that one. Ash, thank you for the jewels. Marvina, thank you for the jewels. Mez, thank you. Max, thank you. Ishimura, thank you for the jewels. Thank you guys. RT IDR, thank you for the jewels. Thank you for all those jewels. All right. And Moose wrapped us up. Craig, thank you for the jewels. And I believe I am all caught up. And thank you, Dead Internet, for the bits. Okay. It's okay, Benjamin, yet you're still here hate watching. Hate watching is so weird. But I mean, if you want to hate watch, what I encourage you to do is make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay? If you're going to be here hate watching, make sure you're subscribed. And then turn on your notifications. Turn on your notifications. All right, let's do a thing. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. But yeah, all I'm just trying to say is y'all should also be questioning why the United States doesn't have all of the everyone listed. Why can't I see everyone? Oh, did he? Yes. No. Life according to Cheryl over on TikTok, you would hit follow is what you would do. Okay. Well, normally I'd send you guys one way or another, but no one's on that I want to send over on YouTube or Twitch. You guys can find me someone to raid. I'm good with that.